Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I showed you the step-by-step how you can change the battery of your Honda CRF300L or 300 Rally. Let's get started. Okay, I purchased this battery with my own money. That's not a sponsored video, but in case you want to know what model I have gone for, it is the NOCO lithium battery and the model is the NLP5. I'm going to show to you what are the weight savings once we get the original battery out of the motorcycle. Okay, so let's start by removing the seat of the motorcycle. Here I have a rear rack on my motorcycle, so I need to remove these two bolts in here, and that's on both sides. If you don't have a rear rack, probably you just have to undo these two bolts in here, one on each side. So Allen bit socket. Now here on the left side, you're going to have this plastic pin in here, this plastic clip. You're going to press right in the middle. Then once you press, you're going to hear a little click. Then you can pull it out with your fingernails, like this. Now we're going to remove this bolt using a 5mm Allen bit. Now we can pull this cover out. So here's the battery, but I'm also going to get this cover here out, just so that we have plenty of space to work on it. So go ahead and remove this bolt in here. That's going to allow us to just have more access to the battery. Don't need to fully remove the cover, but just this here, it's enough to give us enough room to work on the battery. Now, looking here at the battery, when you follow this bracket in here, down below, you're going to have a bolt in here, and that's also a 5mm Allen bit. So we are going to undo this one, so we are able to remove this bracket. Okay, so here's a hint for you. When you're trying to remove this bracket, okay, you might be struggling with it. If that's the case, just take a look at the shape that we have in here. Imagine that you have to pull it, you have to push it in, okay, like this. You push it in, and then you lift it up, and then you pull it out. And this is to unhook this part in here. So this part is kind of hooked onto the motorcycle. So you have to push it in, lift, and then you are able to pull it out. Now I'm going to disconnect the battery. Then you need here a Phillips screwdriver bit. I'm going to start on the left side. That's where we have the negative terminal. So not the one covered in red, but the one in black. Now pay attention that when you look here inside on your battery terminal, there is a squared nut. That is what this bolt is screwing into. So just be careful that you don't lose it. Once you have this one disconnected, then we can move to the opposite side. Now it is out of the way. Now we can pull the battery out. Okay, so before I show to you the weight savings, let me tell you, it's going to be substantial, the weight savings between this battery here, this lithium battery, and the original battery. If you're looking for a motorcycle toolkit, especially if you have a Honda CRF300L or Rally, check out royamoto.com. These are motorcycle-specific toolkits, meaning that we consider your motorcycle model, so you carry exactly what is needed for your motorcycle, not more, not less. They're lightweight, compact, and extremely high quality tools. So if you're looking for that, check out royamoto.com. Now let me show to you what are the weight savings that you're going to have with this change. Okay, so here goes the original battery. 2.7 kilos or 2,700 grams. And here we have 690 grams. So that's about 2 kilos saving just by changing here the battery. Now one thing to consider in here, because this battery is much smaller, it does come with some adapters, and I need to include these two adapters or spacers in here in order to have achieved the same height as the original battery, like this. So if I consider now these spacers, then the total weight is 780 grams. So here I'm going to start by connecting the positive side, so that's the one with the red marking in here. Now just a warning for you when you're doing that, the diameter of the terminal for the battery in here, the cable terminal for the battery, and the diameter of the new bolt that you're going to get, they're pretty much the same. So when you're trying to screw this in here, you will see that there's quite a bit of resistance. Okay, you are able to do it, but there is a bit of extra resistance. And just that you know, in case you're buying the same, that you're not surprised when you're trying to do it there at home. Now here's something else that I want to show you. The fit is not perfect, okay? So you see that on here on the terminal of the battery, there is this little tab in here. And if I line this up like this, you see that the hole in there does not match, okay? So the hole that I have in here on the terminal and here on the battery does not match. So that means that in order for me to make this fit, I'm gonna have to just bend this tab here. This little guy here, I need to bend this in order to make it align with the hole here in the battery. So that's the thing when you start going out of the OEM, it could be that you have some fitment issues. It is possible to adjust, but just keep in mind it's not going to be as plug and play as I had in mind. Now before you put your motorcycle together, it's a good idea after reconnecting the cables that you go ahead and just check that everything is working. So turn on the ignition. Okay, so once you reconnect everything, we're ready to assemble the motorcycle again. Only thing you need to keep in mind in here, when you're reconnecting the cables to your battery, make sure that first you do the right side, so that is the red, the positive side. After that, then you move to the black cable or the negative cable. So to reconnect, there are some push-in rubber dumpings in here, so you just push it in. Putting in the plastic pin. Let's screw in again the bolts for the fairing. So as you can see in there, is a very straightforward job. It should take you probably 10 minutes to do it. But the question that remains, should you go ahead and just spend the money and upgrade your battery before the correct time? And here's my take on it. Probably there are different opinions. Personally, I would only change it when it's time to do it. So it will depend a little bit, but let's say 3 to 5 years. It's round about the time that you would expect to change the battery. And when it's time to do it, then go ahead and put a lithium battery. It's a very easy way for you to save 2 kilos, and 2 kilos is quite a lot. It's very simple to do it, and then it's worth the upgrade. I do not think, especially in my case here, I'm just a normal rider, I'm not a professional rider. I can't really say that I feel the difference, that my riding gets better because of 2 kilos less. It's good to know that I shaved off this weight, but I wouldn't say it's something that I can feel. I hope this video was useful to you. If you still have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I reply to every single comment. And once again, if you're looking for a toolkit for your motorcycle, check out royamoto.com. That's it, guys. All the best, and I see you on the next video. Bye-bye.